Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, many things to mention. We will go from Madrid to London, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, and more. Let's jump into it. Big weekend on the market, guys. As always, we are entering into the final 22-23 days of the summer transfer window, and it's obviously very intense on the market in several places of the world, because today I want to start from Madrid. Many news coming today from Madrid, while in London, Chelsea fans loving the impact of the Brazilian boys. Willian Estevao, first time ever at Stamford Bridge, scoring a goal, buzzing for this opportunity to play for Chelsea, and then João Pedro scoring. In Madrid, big news for Real Madrid and Atletico, because Atletico Madrid signed Giacomo Raspadori, the Italian striker from Napoli. Deal done. The player is already on his way to Madrid for medical test and contract signing. 5-year deal. Napoli received 22 million euros plus 3 in easy add-ons and 1 in difficult add-ons. So Raspadori goes to Atletico Madrid. Meanwhile, guys, also important to mention that Real Madrid make their moves in terms of contracts. In a video 2 days ago, I told you Gonzalo García is on the verge of signing a new deal at Real Madrid. Well, here we go. Gonzalo García signed a new deal at Real Madrid today, valid until June 2030, confirmed, but also the decision made internally is for Endrick to get the number 9 shirt. So Gonzalo García stays at Real Madrid, signs a new contract, despite some rumors on loan for Real Madrid. Was never the case. Real Madrid, everyone at Real Madrid, management, manager, fall in love with this boy at the Club World Cup, doing very well, scoring goals, becoming the top scorer of the Club World Cup. That's not a detail. And now signing a new contract. First team player, number 16. Endrick stays, no loan, number 9. And so, all done, big moves happening in Madrid in the recent hours. We will go also to Munich for a second, because there is a big exclusive story of the day. No one had a clue on this one, but out of nowhere, lunchtime, big news, a big bomb, Kingsley Coman and Al-Nassr. So, work in progress for Kingsley Coman to Al-Nassr. Let me give you the details, guys. Al-Nassr have made an official bid to Bayern for Kingsley Coman. There is a negotiation ongoing between the two clubs. Bayern are open to selling the player, and I'm told that the player is not closing doors to Saudi. He's quite open to that opportunity. You remember in January who was the manager of Al Hilal who wanted to sign Kingsley Coman? Yes, Jorge Jesus, the same manager who is now at Al-Nassr and wants to sign Kingsley Coman. So he's driving this move for the French winger, and so after Inigo Martinez on his way for the medical, after João Felix, already official 2 weeks ago, now Al-Nassr working for King Coman from Bayern. Exclusive big news, and my understanding is that this move has very good chances to happen. So keep an eye on this one. Then, guys, moving into Chelsea, we said about the players doing well, but also many players not part of the squad. Jackson out. He will leave the club for sure. There is still interest from Newcastle, so keep an eye on that one, because Newcastle maintain their active interest in Nicolas Jackson. Meanwhile, Colomoni is not a target for Newcastle. No talks, no negotiation, and Colomoni is focused on joining Juventus this summer, the only destination considered by Colomoni in this moment of the market. On Nico Jackson, guys, again, keep an eye on Newcastle. Many reports on 80 million pounds price tag for Jackson. The feeling in the industry is that maybe this fee can be negotiated. So Newcastle are interested, but it's not the only name. They have 2-3 names on their shortlist for the striker. Again, Colomoni is not there. Obviously, this will have a massive impact on the situation of Alexander Isak, because if Newcastle can do maybe 2 signings for the striker position, with Vissa from Brentford, deal advancing, player not in the squad tonight, player very clear in his intention to go to Newcastle, so very likely, also because Brentford could sign Ouattara as new player, and so in that case give the green light for Vissa to go to Newcastle. Well, that could be important, because Vissa plus one more striker, might be Jackson, might be Omorodion, Samu Ageova, we will see who's going to be the striker they sign, but it could mean a lot for Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Isak, I'm told, new things to say tonight, that he said in a very clear way to Newcastle again this week that he is not willing to sign a new contract at the club. So Newcastle tried again earlier this week to offer him a new contract, but the player at the moment, guys, then we never know in football, maybe this could change in the next days or weeks, and I will be here to tell you, because our job is to tell you what's going on, not to predict the future. But in this moment, Alexander Isak has no intention to sign a new contract at Newcastle. Alexander Isak wants to go to Liverpool, and so this story remains absolutely on. It's not over. Follow that one, because the story, again, is really, really on. On Chelsea, just quickly, we said about Jackson out of the squad, but also many other players. Disasi, who will leave the club. Raheem Sterling, who will leave the club. Renato Veiga, who will leave the club. Despite the injury of Levi Colwill, the intention is still to part ways with Renato Veiga. And also more guys, Christopher Nkunku, also Ben Chilwell out of the project, but also Christopher Nkunku, guys. For Christopher Nkunku, my understanding is that Chelsea and Nkunku absolutely want to part ways. There is some interest, again, from Germany. Let's see what happens with Bayern, because he's always been a player appreciated by Bayern. He could be one of the options for Inter if they don't sign Lookman, but at the moment, Inter priority remains Ademola Lookman. So there is some movement in Bundesliga, and not only. For Christopher Nkunku, let's see what happens, because obviously this is going to be an important story to understand the next steps for Xavi Simons too. But Christopher Nkunku fully expected to leave Chelsea, not in the squad, and he's not going to be in the squad also in the upcoming weeks, because the understanding is that they will part ways. Jackson, Nkunku with Chelsea Football Club. Many questions on Baleba, guys, but for Manchester United, this is Šeško day, so everything okay with the medical and all the rest. Tomorrow is the day for the unveiling at Old Trafford. I told you immediately after the Here We Go, the plan is to present the player at Old Trafford on Saturday, and this is going to be the case. So big day at Old Trafford. Man United fans can say hi to a legend like David De Gea, and then also say hi to their new signing, obviously, Mbeumo Cunha and Benjamin Šeško. So Man United fully focused this weekend on Šeško, but Man United still maintain contacts with the agents of Carlos Baleba. So contacts are still ongoing. At the moment, they still believe that the deal is really complicated, is really difficult. So at the moment, there is no concrete progress. But I'm told, just to add some details to the story, that Man United maintain contacts with the agents of the player. So let's see what's going to happen there. Brighton have no intention to sell, so they would require a really big fee for Baleba. But Manchester United at the moment made their steps. Started this week by making an approach with people close to the player, try to understand the situation, maintain the contacts active with the agents of the player, so don't leave the conversation immediately. So Man United made their move. Quite calm, saying what's going to happen. Obviously, if there will be a door open for Man United, Baleba is considered the perfect midfielder. A player loved by the coach Ruben Amorim, but at the moment, the wall from Brighton is really high, so it's not an easy deal at all. Is not a quick deal at all, so forget about that. Man United remain in contact, but at the moment, again, Brighton maintain their position. They don't want to sell the player this summer. Maybe next summer, 2026, after the World Cup, could be a completely different topic, but at the moment, that's the case for Carlos Baleba. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Real Madrid, Gonzalo García, Hendrik, and then Raspadori, Kingsley Coman, but also Jackson, Alexander Isak, Baleba, and much more, also Christopher Nkunku. Guys, let me know your opinion here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.